I've clicked onto this special edition of a global tropical RE for October the 24th, 2023. As is always the case in these videos, let us expect your mind alone, and when making decisions ahead of any tropical cyclone, especially ahead of tropical cyclone Hamoon in the Bay of Bengal, make sure you stay tuned to your local emergency management, local tropical cyclone warning center, and local weather offices. They're going to have the best information local to you, as I'm just going to give a big picture of things expected here from this storm. So I'm going to only be focusing on Cyclone Hamoon here, as this has been more so of an unexpected rapid intensification event. Not a lot of models really caught on to this. In fact, model guidance right now is pretty poor. A lot of models are not even showing that this system is too strong at all. And we are having, unfortunately, another scenario of a rapidly intensifying cyclone coming right towards a land area. Now, if you look at the infrared loop on your screen, you'll see there are several features to pick out here. There's a large region of upper level divergence here over India and Bangladesh. I'm going to go to the water vapor loop in just a moment to show you this amazing jet streak that has been helping this system intensify a lot throughout the day today. You can also see all this deep convection in the center wrapping around violently around the center. And in recent frames, we're starting to see hints of an eye trying to pop out here. This is the water vapor loop, and you can see alongside the storm intensifying, you can see this very expansive region of just accelerating flow of upper level cirrus associated with the jet streak that I noted earlier today, or I guess yesterday, local time in my video. And this has really been not really forecast well. We had, I guess the GFS had some sense of what may happen here. It had shown, I believe in a couple prior runs, some potential for significant intensification, but other than that, not a lot of models caught on to this from what I can tell. And even now, the initializations from even models like the HAFS-A, a model that is made to deal with tropical cyclones, is pretty poor, and it's likely way too weak from what the actual system is. Now, there is some good news here. It's not all bad. The system will be experiencing some increased shear over the coming hours as it comes towards the coastline of Bangladesh. You can see here all this upper level flow around in a clockwise direction. That's on the western fringe of a ridge over southeastern Asia. That is going to continue expanding west, and we're going to get more and more of this southerly flow into the Bay of Bengal. And this will be shearing the system a little bit, and the jet interaction will also weaken a little bit, at least from where it is now. So we'll likely see at least some weakening take place from the system. Now, having said that, this is just incredible to look at on this microwave pass. This is a microwave pass from about 2 or 3 hours ago. We have a very strong band of convection surrounding this very, very, very tiny eye. And how strong is this system in reality? Not exactly sure. There's not a lot of observations saying, exactly how strong the system may be. The current estimate from the Joint Typhoon Warning Center is about 70 knots or 80 miles per hour. Given what we know about these storms in the past, it's possible that that's actually higher, potentially even much higher than that estimate. And this looks to be, like I said, yet another unfortunate case of a rapidly intensifying storm coming right towards the land area. Now, this is the storm surge forecast from the IMD. You can see very significant surge here of over a meter in areas. In fact, we could even get much higher than that here along the coastline of Bangladesh, especially along and east of where the center makes landfall. And I am concerned for the system overall coming in with the amount of water that's likely displacing with its strong intensity. The issue with a lot of the model guidance not having a good handle on the intensity is that they are likely underdoing the amount of surf that we have. I guess the storm has disrupted overall underneath the core. And now, where some models may show 10 or 15 feet of surge, or I guess surf being swelled up underneath the storm, in reality, it could be double that. And we could have a very, very significant surge event, unfortunately, unfolding here, especially as the system comes in. Now, this is the current IMD forecast cone. This is very weak overall for the initial intensity on this forecast cone. I think they did come out with a new advisory that is actually much stronger than this. but still, I would at least bump a lot of these intensities up a little bit, maybe about 10 or 15 knots, just to get a general sense of how strong the system could be when it comes in. It's possible it could be stronger. It depends exactly how strong it is now and how much the shear overall, I guess, weakens it as it comes towards the coastline. But you can see this general track towards the coastline of Bangladesh. And alongside the storm surge issues, we'll also have likely some significant rainfall issues. As the system does get, I guess, sheared from the south, it will be pushing some of the thunderstorm activity towards the north of the storm, and that will put a lot of heavy rainfall across this region. And unfortunately, if you have a lot of rainfall coming in north, it's going to try and come south into the Indian Ocean. But especially during peak landfall time, you're going to be getting this onshore flow into this part of the world, and this will be very, very significant storm surge flooding likelihood being a likelihood here. And with that rainfall trying to come down, you're just going to get an area of piling up water from freshwater flooding and saltwater from the Indian Ocean. And unfortunately, I do have concerns here that we may have, like I've said several times, a very significant storm surge event. But that's all for now. There's a lot to go over just in general across the world, but this video is mainly focusing on Hamoon, just given the significance of its rapid intensification event. I'll have another video likely out later today, UTC that is, it will be tomorrow local time, and that may or may not be before the system comes ashore. But either way, if you're ahead of the storm, make sure you stay tuned to local emergency management, local weather offices, and the IMD for the latest information. I'll leave a link in the description to the IMD as well, so you can go ahead and click there for easy access. But stay safe in Myanmar and surrounding areas as the system comes in. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.